Hi, Jeff here with J. Flint Products. Job costing and pricing are important aspects to your business. Accurately determining the cost of hard water removal and adding sealants can mean the difference between operating a successful, profitable business and not. In this tutorial, I show you how to estimate the time, materials, and labor needed to restore and protect hard water damage surfaces. So with these steps, you're on your way to pricing your service to maximize profits on each and every job. The first thing to consider when job costing and pricing hard water removal is to recognize that hard water removal isn't just window cleaning. It takes much more knowledge, skills, and tools, but it's still simple with the right training and experience. The Mr. Hardwater Power Tool Kits are specifically designed by professional window cleaners to remove the effects of hard water damage quickly and easily. If you're a service provider selling this service, or a building supervisor or property manager needing to estimate the job cost for hard water removal, then follow these tips.
Step 1. Determine the total coverage area that needs to be polished and sealed. Measure it in square feet. Step 2. Test an area of the surface in order to determine the extent of hard water damage. Polish a 1 foot by 1 foot square on the worst part of the surface to determine how long it will take. The time it will take will depend upon the degree of hard water damage and the number of passes required to restore it. Once you have the time required to restore that 1 foot by 1 foot piece, that's the most difficult, you can then take that time and multiply it by the remaining coverage area in order to determine how long the entire job will take. Step 3. Estimate the total time and materials required for the job. An example is provided. In this example, we assume that the hard water damage covers approximately 20 square feet on a dual pane insulated glass sliding glass door and is going to require a single polishing pass. The material costs for that job were low. In fact, that's typical for the Mr. Hardwater Power Tool Kits. For that particular window, we used about a half a pad or less. We also used only about $1 of powder. We used about 1 ounce of Envicoat, which equates to about $2.75 when purchased at a half-gallon level. And finally, we used 1 foam pad. That brings us to a material cost of about $8.70. The advantage to keeping our consumables low is that we have more room to negotiate and work with our labor costs, and oftentimes that's the difference between winning a job and not. The polishing time for that particular slider was approximately 45 minutes. As you can see in the video, the polishing itself went rather quickly, and so did the setup time and breakdown time. Because my truck was parked nearby, I knew exactly what tools I needed, and I had the advantage of being at that home before. The sealing also went rather quickly because I used our Envicoat foam applicator kit. The innovative foam applicator makes every job profitable. It eliminates the antiquated, time-consuming, and labor-intensive process of buffing every square inch of glass with a microfiber towel. In this example, spreading Envicoat is fast and efficient and contributes to the profitability of the job. Step 4. Determine the replacement cost of the surface and then compare it to our previously calculated restoration cost, which was our time and materials. To complete our job costing example, we need to compare the cost of restoration versus the cost of a replacement. In this case, it pays to restore with our Mr. Hardwater Power Tool Kit. Even at a labor rate of $100 an hour, our total restoration cost is only $84. That's less than 20% the cost of glass replacement. Now, whether you're a service professional selling the service or a building supervisor or a property manager, it pays to restore with our Mr. Hardwater Power Tool Kit. To conclude this tutorial, a video is provided that demonstrates the time, materials, and labor required to polish 20 square feet of glass. This video was shot in real time and shows all the techniques and materials I used to restore this badly damaged window. And then I'll start working. That's low, and I'm just going to tweak this thing all the way up. Alright, that's how you do it. If you noticed, I kind of used all the powder and I drew all the moisture out of that, the initial moisture, and the reason is I just get a better polish. And you can tell it's a little bit of effort, but I'm done. It took me 5 minutes, and now that that's done, I can move on to the sealer, which only takes me 5 minutes, and I'm going to show you that in a second. That's 30 years worth of hard water just taken right off. That's a little bit of extra material. A little bit of the powder, you can take the powder, the original powder off with just a Woollett sponge, and you should be good to go. You can also use the Woollett sponge and the powder to touch up the frames, which is a big plus for this kind of material. And that's how you do it. Try to use an old squeegee here just to try to work this stuff off. There we go. Now we're back down to glass. That's it. Bruce, what do you think? We got our customer here overseeing operations.
It is absolutely amazing.
That's it. We're done. I'm just going to wash the window. You know, all this extra haze is going to come off, and then you can see the sealant and protective coating at work. And when the customer sees this, they're always very impressed because there isn't anything like it on the market. And once they see this, they're going to do all the other windows as well. And that's the power of Envico protective coating. You're using very, very little. You're adding a lot of income to your business, and it's extremely easy to use, and it's non-toxic. There you go. That's it.